Exclusive Corinne Busche out at Bioware Edmonton studio closure looms. So I believe he has an insider source that Corinne Busche is basically goes pushed. In my opinion, I think she goes pushed out. Me working in a big gaming company right now, I believe we have over 1,000 employees now. Working in the gaming industry, I work on a Marvel game, and knowing how the inside works, most likely what happens is that she knows, or he knows, because this is a guy, right? Probably still have his dick. Corinne Busche knows that the game did really, really bad. How Grae, how many copies were they supposed to sell?
10, which is insane.
10 million copies.
Imagine they were supposed to sell $70 worth. A $70 game is supposed to sell 10 million. That's absurd, man. That's really absurd.
So they're thinking that this game would have made $700 million.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, it's not factoring in marketing costs and production costs and stuff like that. So now, usually what happens, okay, chat, if you guys don't know, this is how the game industry works. When a game does not do well, or a project does not do well, what happens usually is that the directors knows that there's going to be layoffs. So to not spark a big controversy and stuff like that, they don't usually tell like people who are like mid-level and lower level. Usually the directors would tell them, if you are a good manager, you will let your people know. So at least they know to prepare themselves. But I digress. Given this state, what happens is that Corinne Busche knows that the game they're probably going to lay off a lot of people, if not let's say if Edmonton does get closed down. What happens that Corinne Busche knows that this is going to happen. So instead of looking really, really bad, there's one or two things probably would happen. She was like, okay, I'm gonna leave right now on my own thing, and then I'm just gonna look so it looks good on me, right? Versus this person is getting fired is because this is happening. So she probably got pushed out, or she or whatever. But the thing is that she did say that she at her her leaving email, her farewell email, she said that she found a place that she's going to be working in. Like she got another job or something like that.
Oh, she already did? Really?
Well, like that's usually what happened. She says she has new projects that she's going to be pursuing. The thing is, the games industry is very, very small. It's smaller than the animations industry. And the thing is, everyone knows everyone. So most likely she's going to be working on another company. She's going to be working on probably Sony Santa Monica or
yikes,
or whatever, right? I can see it. So usually what happens is that this game was in development for like 6 years or something like that. Costed like over like 100 million, maybe even more, so maybe $200 million to make, and it didn't make back its money. It's not a lot of people are playing it either. So she's probably gonna get transferred over before the shutdown of the company, right? Of the studio. So it'll look good on her. It'll look good on her resume. She probably has a LinkedIn and everyone. I wonder if I have like people who know her. I'm pretty sure I do. All right. I'm going to LinkedIn right now. Let's see. Search Corinne Busche. Yep. I have people who know her. I have a mutual connection. I have one mutual connection of Corinne Busche. And yeah, like I said, this person lives in metropolitan Texas area. And I basically I can connect with her because since we're second, it's not even a third, it's a second connect. You're only one person away from knowing this person. But
okay.
This person is probably leaving right over here. This is her goodbye email. Hard to believe I'm writing these words, but here it goes. It's time for me to say goodbye. Today is my last day at Bioware and EA. After so much contemplation, I've decided to pursue a new challenge and a new project, doing what I love most, making RPGs. It wasn't an easy decision, as I mean it when I say I love Bioware and Dragon Age team. If she loved Dragon Age, she wouldn't have done what she did.
Yeah. And if you read further, SmashJT said the same thing. Like, if it's the highlight of your career, then why are you leaving?
Exactly. Let's see. And what we've all accomplished together. My time with you all with all of you has been a highlight of my career. I want to offer my personal thanks to each of you for your trust, your companionship, and for many ways in which you've inspired me and helped me grow. I'll be eagerly waiting to see what great experiences you create next. And as a fan, I'll be rooting for you. If I can leave you with any advice, it is this. We all know making games is very hard. And I always say this. Doing anything is hard.
Yep.
Waking up in the morning to go to work is hard. Right? But people do it. But the thing is that you're doing what a lot of people want to do. Make video games for a living. And you pushed your agenda, your narrative, and your delusional takes as a human being into your video games, and it ruined the video game.
Yeah, and it's a slap in the face. I'll be eagerly waiting to see what great experiences you can create next. Knowing full well that the entire company in itself is in jeopardy, and there's probably no longer a next thing for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Right over here.
Yeah.
Smash said the game sold 1.5 million units according to his insider. Problem is that the studio expected 10.
Yeah, okay. So I kind of overstated when I said 3 million. So it's even it's just half of that. My God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, if you can't believe it, advice is this. Okay, so take time to celebrate the wins. There are no wins. There are no wins with dragonage the Veilguard. It is a 100% net loss. And if I was a stakeholder or an investor at the company or any of the board members, I would say, does woke shit make money? If it doesn't, get rid of it. Because all I care, the bottom line, is how deep my pockets are. And if Corinne Busche is the person that's making my pockets less deep, then I will get rid of this person. It's that simple. Okay, the challenges and the work will always be there, but moments we have with each other are precious and few. Let's stay in touch. And usually they leave their like personal phone number or a LinkedIn. Let's connect on LinkedIn and yada yada yada. But so this is huge, and we're not sure that Edmonton might get closed down. We're not sure. Right over here, we won't know until February 2025, which is next month. I believe that is their town hall meeting, and that's when they'll announce everything. Right. So the closure is allegedly set to be announced on February 2025. Just before EA's quarterly town hall meeting, the timing couldn't have been worse, as EA will now undoubtedly use this as an opportunity to discuss their fiscal performance and future plans. They're going to see what the roadmap is. So, but what makes matters worse, that given the fact that SmashJT and Grummz did a lot of work, they have a lot of people inside getting all of this information. SmashJT has an inside person, an inside source to get all of this information just to be stolen by this fat bitch. This fat dick right over here. So this Jeff Grubb steals Corinne Busche, leaves Bioware scoop, mainstream credits him. So like a lot, if you go down, so guess who he's best friends with.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, birds of a feather, right? There it is. So what the thing is that it's not that he just stole it. He's a scumbag. He's a fucking vile scumbag, scum of the earth, piece of shit that steals things and not credits other people. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, how did he steal? I don't know the details. I'm asking how.
So let's go right over here. This is what he wrote. Corinne Busche, director of dragonage, really is leaving Bioware, but I don't think a EA closing Bioware Edmonton was told. There is nothing solid about that part of the rumor. So he just posted it on Instagram, or not Instagram. He posted it on X, right? And then this came 4 hours after the report. After that article that we just read, it came 4 hours after that. A report that Grummz and I have been working tirelessly on for days to get right. We knew this was huge news, if true, but credibility is paramount. And when he got called out, this is what he said. And thanks to everyone who is pointing out that reporting like this is what made me leaker of the year on r/gaming leaks and rumors. Okay, but there's more. Okay, relax. Lots of you are now throwing the word hero around. And while I agree that you wouldn't have ever learned about the story without me, I'll settle for a role model to all people. What a fucking piece of slimy filth this guy is. What a... These are the type of people I fucking despise more than anything, man.
I don't... He sounds like he's trolling. I don't know.
You think he's trolling given who he knows?
Yeah.
The reason why you did this, but the reason why it gets worse,
yeah,
it's because right here, SmashJT actually calls him out, right? If you think about it, Jeff Grubb appears to have straight up stolen Grummz and SmashJT exclusive Bioware stuff, and calls him out and stuff like that. And if you go down to the bottom, Eurogamer, PC Gamer, VG247, Games Radar, The Gamer, Games Industry Biz, IGN, Eurogamer, all credits him. Jeff Grubb's, not SmashJT or Grummz. That's why I knew this was done exactly to just like, and the fact that he responded that way makes it even worse. This was done maliciously. This was done intentionally. And it's because they're best friends and she's suing SmashJT. That's the reason why he did it. He has insider track. He has insider information and source. He can go directly to these major publications and outlets and these game journalists and can tell them directly, right? Doesn't matter if this was timestamped, right? This old article right over here, 2 days ago, right? And if you actually look at this timestamps, it's actually, this guy posted it 4 hours, almost 4 hours after they put that article out. So this was done to sort of like, I took credit of all your shit and there's nothing you can do about it because I know everyone. I don't think it's trolling.
But then again, I see what you're coming from. But then again, there's also this thing with the mainstream right now, who's kind of pro. There's a faction of them who's pro Alyssa, pro this guy. So they already got the source from SmashJT, but instead they also wanted, in a way, what I'm trying to say is they collaborated with Grubb in a sense. Even though they knew the first-hand news is from SmashJT and Grummz, they still decided, oh no, let's just get it to Grubb, even though he wasn't the one who actually, shared it to the world. That's what I think.
So the thing is that, like, let's say, I believe he blocked him. Jeff Grubbs blocked SmashJT, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if Jeff Grubbs was actually trolling, he would have came out and been like, just letting you know I was trolling. Because Eurogamer, all of these other like news publications credited him. The fact that they credited him is what makes it like, and he hasn't said anything about it. He hasn't said otherwise. Goes to show that this was done on purpose and he's not trolling, right? A pattern of opportunism. Let's be clear. Grubb didn't corroborate the story, provide sources, or even credit any of the original reporting. Those of us in the know have witnessed the obvious connections mainstream games journalism has behind the scenes to create a narrative how they want and make themselves look more important than they really are. It's one big club. Grubb opted for the classic mainstream move, cherry-picking the narrative to fit his agenda while conveniently sidelining any of the actual journalists doing the real work. Even more infuriating, Grubb has blocked me on Twitter, meaning he likely knew exactly where the information came from, but decided, it was easier to pretend it didn't exist so that he could take all the credit. This is journalism integrity that he didn't follow, and it's fucked up.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, and I agree. But for me, it's not just Grubb. It's, these mainstream journalists actually, that they follow them. They follow Hypnotic, they follow SmashJT, they follow Grubbs. They absolutely do. Even though they don't agree with them because, it's against their woke stuff. They knew that SmashJT came out with it first. That's what I feel. They knew. It's like, no, but we'll give it to Grubb because, Grubb's with us. He's supporting the cause, so we'll give credit to him. That's what I feel.
Yeah. Man. Like, for me, when I heard about it, I'm like, man, that's pretty scummy of this person. But yeah, here it is. Deaf to the mainstream journalism, the situation is Exhibit A is why mainstream games journalism is crumbling. Publications that once long ago prided themselves on investigative work and how devolved into glorified PR outlets for AAA studios. They're prioritizing clicks and narratives over truth. Meanwhile, real gamers and on platforms like YouTube and Twitter are the ones doing the actual work, digging deep, asking tough questions, and delivering accurate information without corporate filters. But yeah, it's just pretty bad, man. And of course, Hypnotic basically calls him out. Right over here. Calls him out. Corinne Busche, director, really is leaving. Basically calls him out. Jeff Grubb's death of the Bioware Corinne Busche story is yet another nail in the coffin for mainstream games journalism. The future belongs to us, those who value truth over clicks, and we're just getting started. So, yeah. I think like maybe we know that he's trolling, but this is like a malicious way of trolling. It's sort of like I use this example a lot. It's like, let's say if you get paired up at school in a project and with a guy that you don't like, but but the teacher forced you to be a part of his team. And you and me, basically you and I, we did all the work, we did everything. And then at the end, like he basically takes credit and the teacher believes him.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how it is. If I have to put it simply, the teacher believes in the guy who didn't do anything. Right? He's like, I actually did do everything. And the teacher's like, oh, he gets an A, and then we get B's because like we didn't like, because the teacher likes him better. I don't know what it is. And the teacher is like everyone else, right? It's an example. But yeah, this is pretty scummy of this fat fuck. And it's extremely, extremely despicable what he did. Yeah, and you can tell both of these people, like you can tell they basically cut from the same branch. They're awful people.
Yeah, come to think of it, like Alyssa has a pending case with SmashJT, so it's like it's his way of jabbing at him because they're good friends with each other.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.